So yeah, just be confident in your ability and be willing to learn and to fail. That's I didn't fail enough.
Sorry, my internet connection was unstable for a little bit. I was waiting. Um, I think I wouldn't say that I have regrets just in general because I think that everything happens for a reason, and mistakes lead to lessons, and lessons lead to growth. So I wouldn't say I have like a stereotypical regret, but I wish that I hadn't procrastinated, because procrastination leads to loss of sleep, and loss of sleep leads to the inability to do things and remember things. So I really wish that I didn't procrastinate and I used my time more wisely and I slept more.
My advice for people who are in school now would be surround yourself with people that'll help you thrive. I think depending on your environment, you're either going to do a lot better or do a lot worse, which sounds bad, but I mean, like, I feel like, especially now in the environment I'm in, I feel like I have aspirations and goals that I probably wouldn't have had if I'd been in a different situation and surrounded by other people. So I think just making sure that you're putting yourself in the best place and knowing when you have to leave things that aren't setting you up for where you need to be, right? So, I mean, I used to work at a job where I was doing something that I was good at and something that I was making pretty good money, but I mean, it wasn't really the life I was wanting. And so now I have kind of moved on and going to grad school to set myself up in a place of where I want to go end term. And I mean, had I stayed in that other job, like I would have been stagnant and I wouldn't have been going for what I really want. So, and that's also, again, surrounding yourself with people who are going to help you thrive, who are going to also push you to encourage you to do a lot more. And I also think that the institution I'm at right now is setting me up for that. So just make sure that you are putting yourself in the best situation you can to help make you succeed in what you want.
For me, I have no regrets. However, I wish that, back then I would try to, I guess live more because, right after graduation, we're all worried about, the future and like the uncertainty of the future, getting a job and career, all this stuff. But, looking back, I wish I've used that, the free time to do more, to explore more. I was too worried about, the money, the uncertainty, but yeah, you guys have like the most time right now in college. Use it, man. Like do what you want to do, because after you start your first career, you won't get the time back. Like what the heck, man? Like you only get a few weeks of vacation, and that's about it. And I have to get sick, if or fake being sick just to get a day off. Yeah. So yeah, use your time wisely, please.
Uh, I guess my biggest regret is not going for the major that I actually wanted. As much as I like Chad and child development, I realized that it's not for me. I realized that when I was like in my third year of college, but I realized that, um, all right, I'm too far in. I'm too far in my college. It's kind of too late to change my major and like start over again. So I kind of like just went on finished with my major, but um yeah, if you want this certain major, go for it. Don't stop yourself. Like that was, I think the biggest critic was myself. Like I hold myself back for way too long and then end up graduating with a major that I didn't really want. So yes, go for what you want and just stick to it. Don't let anyone hold you back.
For me, it's definitely I didn't let myself uh, I didn't express myself creatively enough in college. College is one of the best times to do it because um, there's just so many platforms you can do it on, maybe classes, school events, or anything in general, even Circle K events. So I know for me, like the way I did that was with Decon or with the FTC skits, where I would choreograph stuff for the club. But I wanted to do so many more things, but I just told myself, no, my time is best spent doing other things. But time is something that you can always work for and strive for. And creative expression is something that is super important that I only figured out too late in college. And I guess, like, yeah, for me, that would be a regret of mine, was like not letting myself express myself creatively enough where I was satisfied. I was just okay. Don't strive for okay, strive for perfection.
Can I add something real quick?
Oh yeah, of course.
To Annie's point, don't be scared to change your major. If you're not happy with it, change it. As someone who went through college for the first 4 years as a physics major, and in my fourth year I changed my major to American Studies and was by and large significantly happier. Don't let time like freak you out. Like, oh, I don't want to be here for 7 years or 5 years or whatever. You're already in there. You're already in the institution. Take the opportunity. It's not as long as you might think. Like, because if you already found another major that you may be interested in, chances are that you probably already put some work into it too. Uh, like I was able to shotgun a major in like a year, so it is a possibility. Don't pigeonhole yourself. Be happy. That's it.
Also, to add on, you may have to pay for it later by going back to grad school. Just saying, it ain't cheap, y'all. It ain't cheap. Like, if we're talking about money right now, like, you might as well just switch now, get that financial aid, y'all.
Okay, any other alumni who are not a part of the panel want to chime in or anything? If you do, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hi. I'd like to say something about the motivation question. I kind of found that, like, whether it's like something small or big, I found that having an accountability partner is what works for me, because, like, say it's like you like, to be honest, I haven't started actively gymming like before 2018, but I did that because I went with people like all the time, every visit. And now I was like comfortable enough to go to the gym by myself and like even work out at home. So it's like when you have a partner or partners, whether it's also like your romantic partner or something, like they'll always like they'll check up on you or something. Yeah. And they'll always like just I would also ask, like, don't be afraid to like call me out or like slap me in the face if I don't do something, like if I miss like a workout or whatever. Like I kind of find it taught me like a lot of self-discipline. And I'd be like, what would they think if I didn't do this? Or how would I feel if I didn't do this? Like, even if it's like one day without doing something, I would just be like, oh, I kind of feel like garbage if I didn't do it. So once I do it, then I feel like great about it. So having some people who are there to remind you, like, hey, do it. Yeah, that works for me. But among other things, but I also have like a bullet journal too, but having other people remind me is what worked for me.
Thank you, Kim. Any last words, I guess, from the other alumni? Okay, if not, we will be moving on to the next one. Eric, if you could pull up the slides again. We also have a little something Angela would like to talk about. Angela, if you could.
Wow, I have not seen that graphic in a very long time. Okay, so I'm going to be talking about Kiwanis. So I am in the California Young Professionals Club, and it says California Young Professionals of Los Angeles because our home division is division. Jesus, what was the division number? It's the
13.
same one that Jesus was a part of in high school, like in the Downey area.
13.
31? 13. 13. So it's part of Division 13, which is the Los Angeles area. And basically, well, I guess this isn't as relevant currently since everything is not in person, but the idea behind California Young Professionals is that everything we do is online. So we don't have in-person Kiwanis meetings similar to like Kiwanis of Fullerton, Kiwanis of La Mirada. We don't do like the breakfasts or the dinners, so you don't get free food. But what our purpose and mission is to help mentor the future through whether it's like this, like career panels like this, being involved or like creating these kinds of opportunities for college students and high school students to learn more about just like skills that they need to know in the future. And so right now we're kind of in like a re-startup phase. So in the past years, like Kiwanis CAPE is what you'll probably hear it called, but it was founded in 2007 by our district administrator Mondo, and although he's not actively a part of it anymore, I'm taking more of the reins, I guess, for this club and trying to create it into something that'll be valuable for Circle K members and Key Clubbers and Key Wins members. And so if you're interested in helping me develop these kinds of mentorships and networking opportunities for our Kiwanis SLPs, our service leadership programs, then please let me know. Or our president is Peter Yu. He's the current CNH Membership Development and Education Advisor. So we are working together to kind of create more opportunities to educate Circle K members and Key Club members online. And then one of the things that's coming up, that this is like one of our first events in like forever, is we're trying to set up a district-wide kind of like a career expo that would have happened at DCON, but unfortunately could not. So that's kind of the overview of what we are trying to create our club to be. And so if you're interested in kind of being in this startup-y Kiwanis world, then let me know, or Peter, you know. And yeah, if you have any questions, also let me or Peter, you know as well.
Yes,
Yep.
thank you, Angela. Like she said, the whole website, they're going through a new phase and they are reformatting themselves. So if you have any questions, or this is mainly for graduating seniors, if you have any questions, feel free to contact Angela or Peter Yu. And I noticed, Whitney, you raised your hand if you had a quick question for Angela.
No, sorry. It was meant for like, I don't know. Are we doing an open forum?
We can try and do a short one at the end.
Okay, cool. That's it.
Okay.
That's where I
Okay, so thank you, Angela, for presenting that. Eric, if you could introduce the next activity.
Okay, so for our next activity, it's going to be hosted by our very own Spirit Social Chair Josh. So obviously you guys got to hear some information about our alumni, a little introductory, and you also got to hear their thoughts on the panel. So now we're going to put what you experienced on the panel to the test. And Josh made a little Kahoot based on all of the responses from our alumni, and we're going to play a little game with all of y'all. So this is for our members to participate in, and if you are currently in the family right now, I encourage you to participate in this Kahoot because the top 3 winners will be getting points towards the family competition. So I know some of you guys are very invested. You guys want to try and win and take that top spot. So yeah, I'll just let Josh take it away, and the top 3 winners can get points with the Kahoot. Sorry.
All right, give me a moment. I'm actually experienced just a little bit of complications right now with my internet and such. So it's being a little bit laggy, but I hope you guys really paid attention because I tried to make this as hard as possible and like making answers seem like really similar, but like, you know, the fine line of like the exact definition is what you want, not like the general definition. So yes. And of course, I myself, even though I want Lucky Charmers to win, I'm not going to be playing myself as to make it fair since I'm the one who made the Kahoot.
And
Yes.
for the top 3 winners of the Kahoot, you will each be getting 15 points towards the family competition. Not 5, not 10, 15. So yes.
So say if the top 3 winners are all from Sunnyside, that means Sunnyside is easily taking 45 points home.
Yes, alumni, feel free to participate as well.
No, this is not open note. There's only mute. Hold on, I'm going to reshare it for not as loud. Okay, is that better? How many people left? Are we getting less players over time? Okay, I'm going to start a timer for 1 minute and we're going to start within that minute. I see 40 participants in the call currently, so we're waiting on, excluding Ji Chao, me, and Eric. We're expecting 37 people, so y'all can hit up Kahoot.it or with the Kahoot app and type in 4692021. You could win your family some points, and everyone in your family is gonna love you. They're gonna welcome you back. Like, remember in Naruto Shippuden, after Naruto defeats Pain, and like everyone in the village is like, "You're the man." That could be you for your family. So yes, you should. If you haven't watched up to that point, I'm sorry. Not sorry, because you should have watched Naruto by this point. Okay, time up. I'm gonna start in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Wow, okay, a lot more people got it right than I expected. Who is on top? Give Us Points is at the top, and Choo Choo is second, with SS in third. Interesting, interesting. What position did Danny serve as in the 2014-2015 term? Make sure you don't pick his next position. We're specifically asking for the 2014-2015 term. Danny served as the fundraising chair. Oh, Matcha coming back with an upset over Give Us Points. Y'all, I'm kind of concerned because I don't recognize anyone in the top 5. So y'all gotta step up. Don't let these, I don't know if they're invaders, but like, yes, Kevin made that picture. Thank you very much. You're gonna be seeing it a lot. Yes, even though we don't see him very often, our boy Jesus is working hard at Cal State Fullerton. Matcha holding on to the lead. Okay, okay. Oh, Give Us Points slowly on the decline. Everyone's answering pretty quickly. Seems like we're getting very confident answers. Oh, everyone got it right. Such confidence. Who is Matcha still in the lead? Wow. Anything could happen in this game though. We still have like 20 more questions left. Yep.
Hey, what's your dream goals?
Surprise, there was actually 2 correct questions, but it didn't matter because either way, you guys got 100% correct. If you picked coffee shop owner, you got it right. If you picked professor, you got it right. Wow. Ethan with the upset and Give Us Points back to claim his rightful place. Or her. We don't know who Give Us Points is. Yes, this is when Jesus really took the wheels of Magic Kingdom. Yes, very tricky question because no one really remembers in terms of years, but he served the 16-17 term. Ethan holding on to the lead. Ooh, it's getting really close. I'm seeing Matcha and Ethan as a very consistent top. So it could be either one of those or someone completely new. Business administration. To the 3 that picked communications, I purposely put communications because I feel like based off of what I read, at least 50% of the alumni were communications majors. So Ethan and Matcha still holding on to the lead. Oh. Yes, Whitney was a key clubber. What major did Danny Nguyen graduate with? That's right. graduated in health sciences, but you know, his dream job is opening a coffee shop. But maybe you could bring that little health into that coffee shop. You know, maybe make it a little health themed. It'd be very nice and humble and cute. Ethan and Matcha still keeping it tight up front. For the 3 people that picked cafe manager, tricked you, because I know she goes to Made a lot. But yes, she would like to be a web designer. Not like Spider-Man web designer, but like web designer, web designer. What did Bautista graduate with? We're asking for the concentration, not the major. Make sure you pick that correctly. Who recruited Bautista? No. I'm seeing no changes in the leaderboard so far, but let's see what the rest of the questions have to say about that. That's right. So if you want to know about America, you could hit up Jesus. So yes, Jesus took on a lot of positions in CPI, but we're asking specifically for his first one. What did baby Jesus take on? Seems like we got a lot of confusion in the area, which is good. That means I wrote a good Kahoot, but he was VPS. Now, I remember she was talking about channel bakers during this event, but then she never specifically said the position. But if you looked at the graphic we made for her, it includes that job title. So if you paid attention to that, you'll be able to get this. Wait, who are the 3 people that picked Made Coffee's #1 customer? Oh my lord. Natalie coming out to upset Mama Charmer and Ethan. Yeah, that's right. Get ready for a multi-select question. That's right, she served as all 4 of these positions. So 3 points. Nice, nice, nice. We still have Natalie in the lead. It is right. Our alumni, Danny, is putting his big brain for health sciences to work at B. Braun Medical Corporation. Is it CSUF, but you just never see her? Is it Berkeley, UCLA, or is it, oh, okay. This is another question where if you don't remember her saying it, it was included in the graphic. So hope you paid attention to those. They were very pretty. Just a heads up, this one is also a little bit of a trick question. Noise, 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 noise. So yes, if you picked either President's Retreat Chair or Magic Kingdom LTG, you are correct. Even though those were in different like times in 2019, it's still 2019 as a whole. Yes, yes, yes. All right, big shout out to Bautista for demonstrating for us all that you don't necessarily need a board position to have such a big influence on the club. Just as a fam head and super general member, he's been a big support for us. So round of applause. I know you love multi-select questions. Let's go. Once again, she served all these various positions. Quite the overachiever for CKI. And we have Natalie in the lead by an astonishing 3,017 points. I did the exact math. I don't know why I did that, but yes, Natalie is taking the lead in the strides with Ethan in behind. Matcha, I see Kalo as fourth, and Mama Charmer for fifth. But it's still anyone's game for this last question. Okay, now that I'm seeing this picture once again, she kind of looks like Miley Cyrus in this picture, but like, you know, not the hair, just the facial expressions. Oh no, that's just me. Shout out to Matcha in third place, Ethan in second, and Natalie. Okay, I don't. Can I have Matcha reveal herself in the chat?
Oh, it's Annie? Cool, we'll write that down.
Okay, but who's Natalie though?
Wait, is it really Jesus?
Oh, is it really all alumni?
Oh my god.
Okay, because we have reports for this. If it really was all alumni.
Can we get Ethan, whoever Ethan is, to reveal themselves?
Wait, Carl,
I
you're
was Ethan. I'm
Okay,
Ethan.
so 15 points for Roast and Toast, 15 points for Sunnyside, and Jesus, I don't think you're in a family, are you?
Roast and toast. Roast and toast.
No, I'm
No,
not.
you don't get to pick.
Okay, who's in fourth? Oh, Kelly. Kelly, are you in a family?
Oh, it's on here.
No, I'm not.
It's on in here.
Okay, and then
Well, I guess that just means Lucky Charmer has to take 15 points then.
okay, so 15 points for Sunnyside, 15 points for Roast and Toast, and 15 points for Lucky Charmers.
Yeah.
Congrats, y'all.
Let's do it. Nice.
Proud of everyone, especially Natalie Mann. Who was actually Natalie Mann again? Was it Carl or was it Jesus?
It was sisters. Right?
Yes, I think so. Well, either way, I'm gonna start calling Carl Ethan Reich.
It's Richmeyer.
Richmeyer. Nice.
And then his girlfriend is Natalie Mann. Just
All right. Well, GG's. Thank you all for playing.
Alrighty, thank you so much, Josh, for hosting and running that Kahoot. Like we said, whoever the top 3 winners were that were in families, they will get 15 points towards the quarantine competition. So congrats to Roast and Toast, Lucky Charmers, and Sunnyside for getting those 15 points. Congratulations to you guys. And yeah, we will now move on to our the next part of the day 2, which is actually an update on the quarantine competition. So I will quickly share my screen. Okay, so I will share my screen, and you can now see the point system here. So we have in the lead, we have the Lucky Charmers with an astounding 950 points. And in second place, we have Sunnyside with 720 points. Third place, we have Beignet Bandits with 645 points. In fourth place, we have the Youthful Yotiaos with 350. And in fifth place, we have Roast and Toast with 15. And this is also all updated with the activity points from yesterday's day 1 with all the activities we already calculated and added in those points. And yeah, so that's an update on the leaderboard. We still have basically a whole week left, so the competition is very much not over. You still have a ton of time to rack up some points and claim victory over the competition. So yeah, that's it for the competition update, and Brittany will reveal what the prizes will be.
Okay, y'all. So, Eric, if you could stop screen sharing for a moment. So, like Eric said, don't lose hope. There's still a week left. It's been great seeing all of you guys being so active and like posting and seeing all your faces and all what you've been up to so far. So we'll be revealing the half of the prizes. So I'll be revealing the fam head prize. Like in the, what was it? In the graph, the spreadsheet, it did say that the family head gets a handmade, hand stitched plushie, which I actually did. Please don't judge. Keep in mind that it took quite a long time, but like I made this from hand and I stitched everything with care. So I will be presenting the prize. 3, 2, 1. Hello. It's this little guy. He's like a little, I don't know, husky or something. He also comes with a little backpack that you can actually like open up. Hold on, let me take it off. Yeah, so I personally stitched this backpack as well as the plushie. You could hold all your pins and stuff in here. It's actually pretty deep and has like a lot of room for it. So yeah, so this is the prize for the fam heads. It's our little quarantine pup, and he's here for moral support and to cheer you guys on as you continue this competition for another week. So after this is over, we will figure out a way how to transport him safely to your house with his little luggage and stuff. So yeah, that is half of the prize, and we will be revealing the rest of the prizes once the competition is over, such as the design for the pins for the rest of the family members, including the alumni. So yeah, that's it from me.
Alrighty, I will share my screen again, and then we will move on to some closing thoughts. So yeah, I guess I'll start first. So overall, I hope that you guys were able to have a lot of fun with this retreat, whether you attended either just one day or only, or if you attended both days as well. Um, thank you to, sorry, my parents walked in, but just thank you to everyone for coming out. This event was definitely not very easy to plan for me and Brittany because um, initially we always wanted our retreats to be in person, especially with this one since this is our first retreat. We wanted this to very much be in person so that everyone could have a more intimate experience. So it was ever since quarantine started, it was very hard for us to plan something like this. And I just want to thank everyone who kind of came out and supported, whether you've just been to one day or if you went to both days. I hope that you were able to have fun at either one that you attended. And overall, I'll say a first message to our graduating seniors for their activities. So first of all, I want to apologize to our graduating seniors because we, when we were planning this initially, we did not take into account the CKI break, and that kind of threw us off a little, and that resulted in us having to plan our activities pretty last minute. And I just want to apologize to each of the graduating seniors for that if we may have caused any inconvenience for you. But regardless of what happened, I think you guys were all still able to deliver such an amazing experience for our members. And um, yes, Jesus, I'm wearing Corsair. Very sorry. But yeah, to our graduating seniors who hosted activities, just thank you so much for bearing through everything. And I know that everyone at the retreat was still able to have a great time, even though it was virtual. And each of your activities left a huge lasting impact on all of our members. And I want to thank each and every one of you for that. And for our alumni who were able to participate in the panel today, thank you so much for setting aside some time to kind of participate in this panel, to come out on Zoom and to, spread your wisdom to all of our members who are so eager to learn. Thank you so much for taking some time to do this. And thank you so much for kind of also bearing with us through all of like the little last minute planning processes and whatnot. So I hope that all of the alumni who attended today, I hope that you guys were able to enjoy being on the panel, and I hope that you guys were able to enjoy spreading your wisdom to all of the other members or graduating seniors as well. So just thank you to the graduating seniors. Thank you to our amazing alumni. And thank you to everyone else in this call right now who came out and attended. And just overall, I hope you guys were able to enjoy Senior Alumni Retreat. And we will definitely try our best to always keep in touch with each and every one of you, whether you're a graduating senior or alumni, and we'll always reach out to you again whenever if we ever need help or if we ever, just want to hang out or just have a chat. So thank you so much for everyone.
Yeah, for me, first off, I'd like to thank the graduating seniors. Kind of like what Eric said, thank you for being so flexible with us when we should have planned ahead and like thought things through before during all this. It was, like he said, not easy to plan. Thank you for being so willing to listen and being so helpful and supportive for us as we were trying to figure out ways that we could be interactive, as this is our first retreat and our first virtual retreat for that matter. And I just couldn't be more thankful enough that all of you guys were able to step in and help us with hosting activities. Whether they were for fun or supposedly really meaningful, you helped us so much with it. And for all the graduating seniors who didn't host workshops but still attended, or just in general, thank you so much for being a part of this club. You have really left such an impact, and we're created like an impression for all of us, whether we are a returning member or a new member. And I just want to say thank you. As for the alumni who came on the panel, thank you so much for agreeing to appear and speak and talk about your experiences. It is definitely advice I will take with me as I continue through college, whether it be as I continue studying Circle K or just when I graduate. I will try and remember this advice as much as I can. And I couldn't be more grateful to see the alumni who weren't a part of the panel. They came out and supported. And it was just really nice seeing all of your faces or screens, just being out here and seeing. Hopefully we can see you more as we try and make more events so we can have you guys come out and just bond with us and have a closer alumni retention. And then lastly, for everyone else who came out just to support us and come out, I really hope you enjoyed our retreat. I hope you learned a lot. I hope you bonded more, even though this was virtual. And yeah, I just hope you had a really enjoyable time as we go through this. And yeah, that's all from me. Thank you guys. And also, I know Whitney, she said she had like an open forum, so we'll do that now. If anyone has anything to talk about, you can go ahead and raise your hand and then we'll call upon you. And then.
Hello. So just wanted to reiterate again. So I know like there's quite a few of you I probably don't know, especially because I didn't have a car, I was in school, so hasn't been able to visit. So I mean, if any of you all have questions about like anything, I can't speak for the other alumni, so I'm only speaking for myself. Like, please reach out. Like, that's what we're here for, and we want to be here to support you and help you with anything we can or I can. So if you want, like, just Facebook message me or whatever, Instagram message me, whatever. Just be like, hey, I'm from Fullerton Circle K. I had questions about this, and totally free to answer any questions that you have. So just know that I'm here for you if anything. And so yeah, that's all I wanted to say.
Okay, thank you, Whitney. Does anyone else have anything else for open forum?
Just a quick thought. Going off what Whitney said, definitely utilize your resources. Your alumni are here for you. Your Kiwanians are here for you. And for those of you that just graduated, congrats. One really good tip I got from a work mentor is if you get a promising job opportunity and a good career path, try not to make that your day and night where you're pulling all-nighters at work and you just make no time for yourself, no time for your family. Work-life balance, making sure you hold on to your priorities, what's important to you, who's important to you. You got your whole life ahead of you to worry about work and stuff. Nothing wrong with taking time to travel. Nothing wrong with going back to school later on if you want to. Nothing wrong with definitely spend time with your friends and family. Hold on to what's important to you.
Anyone else? If that is it, we will close the forum and then, yes, once again, thank you guys so much for coming out and supporting us. Thank you. And then Eric.
And here is the sign-in form. So don't forget to sign in. And yeah, I guess that will be it for well, I guess I'll give you some time to sign in still, but that will be it for senior and alumni retreat overall. So thank you so much to everyone, whether you're an activity host and a graduating senior, or you're just a journal member, or you're an alumni. Thank you so much for coming out and supporting, and thank you so much for participating in this event. And I hope that you're all able to have an amazing time. So thank you.
Okay, you guys are all free to leave if you want to. So yeah, that's it.
I will give about 10 more seconds so people can sign in on the QR code, and then I will end the meeting for everyone.
Hep hep. Renee.
Renee.
No.
Are proud of you. Say we are proud of you. We are proud of you. Say we are proud of you. Way to go. You are a leader, 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 leader. Us, we are superstars. That's what you are.
More than 10 seconds.
That's what you are. R-O-C-K, you rock. You are O-C-K, you rock. O-C-K, you rock. You rock.
Good job.
You're,
DWJ, good job.
Yay.